Marketing, marketing, marketing. So we see everybody else's, you know, results. Maybe right now you're feeling down because you only have X amount of weddings booked or X amount of services booked for 2023, while you're seeing other people getting already booked out for 2023. And you're trying to figure out what should you do next. Should you be trying to get into local things? Should you be trying to beg for work? Should you decrease your pricing? Should you run a special? Should you discount? All these questions come into mind. In today's episode, I am not one to discount. I'm going to be teaching you actually strategies, 5 top ones that I think are really important, and keep this episode under 6 minutes. So let's get to it. First, you probably have already gotten inquiries. So what is your follow-up? I say this because a lot of times we'll get an inquiry like, hey, what's your prices? And then you give out the price. Are you following up? Was it a yes? Was it a no? It's okay if you get a no. If you're outside of their price budget, do you work with them with their beauty budget? So if they told you, if you charge, for example, $350 for a certain service and their budget is only $250, did you respond and reply with like, hey, well, with $250, this is the type of service I could do? And I think it's so important that you do not discount your services, please, but be creative. So, for example, if somebody wanted a full highlight and my price was like $600 and they only had a $250 price budget, maybe I would reply with like, okay, so I see your beauty budget is $250. With $250, this is what I can do for you. You're not discounting, number one, your pricing, but you're giving them an alternative. So just because you're outside of their price range doesn't mean they can't be in your chair. Maybe the service you're going to give them is going to be something different. Talking, communication, following up is so important. That's my tip number 1. Tip number 2. Okay, so getting out locally is not always everything that everybody talks about. I'm being real AF with this. Just because you go out to events and you network doesn't necessarily mean it's going to bring in a lot of new clients. It can build connections. It can build where maybe in the future you end up working together or you get to know each other for other business owners. But it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to get new clients. So instead, do you have a loyalty program in your business? So one of the biggest things that I see that a lot of people don't utilize, think about Starbucks, okay? If you go to Starbucks, they have the star system, right? So if you spend like 100, if you get 150 stars, you can get a free drink, right? So that's a loyalty program, which if you think $150 is really like if you spend like $92.50 with them, they give you a free drink. That's really how their star system works with a reload program. For Starbucks, you can do the same thing. Is there a loyalty program? Do you reward your clients if they referred somebody to you that books an appointment with you? Think about that. Is there really incentives for your clients to come in? And is there incentives, for them to go ahead and put your business out there? Referral is something that a lot of people don't talk about, but it's so important. You can have your dream clients refer other dream clients to you. They probably have friends with similarities to them, and that's probably the dream client that you want inside of your chair. So start utilizing a loyalty program to reward your existing clients and also reward them for bringing in new business. Number 3. Take care of your existing clientele. Okay, so sometimes you want to make more income in your business and you think that you have to bring in new clients, and that is such BS and a misconception. Your existing clients, getting them to come into the chair is so much more easier than the cost and energy that it takes to bring in a new client. Yes, I said it here and I'm being true AF on that. So instead of working extra hard and trying to get a new client, is there ways that you can bring your existing clients back into the chair? Do you give a special promotion for their birthday month? Maybe that is an extra service that they're going to get that year. Is there a new service that's really going to help enhance their, beauty regimen at home? For example, if it's hair, is there a new hair treatment mask that really works, that's really going to help out their hair, beyond just that one visit? This is something that I've been doing in my own business. It's not just about what happens in the salon, but also at home. And this really helps to build that loyalty for you with your existing clientele and also increase income. Number 4 is, are you utilizing your tools? I'm going to say here, I'm giving you the good ass freaking advice here, but this is with Google My Business. Get on Google My Business. You can post on there like you do on social. You can get new business on this. Google My Business is such an important platform. I know a lot of people like Yelp. For me, Google My Business is more important. It really builds up your authority when a new client, potential client, is trying to get into your business. So utilize it. Respond to your reviews. If your clients are leaving your reviews, respond to them with an authentic voice of what you sound like, right? What's your personality like? Showcase it. And lastly, number 5, we never know what's behind the glass. So if some other competitor, or if you think there's competition, or I would say like if another like business is booked out for 2023, what if they only have 10 weddings that they do that whole year and they're booked out for 2023? That could be booked out for 2023 versus you that you may have already 20 weddings booked, which is amazing for 2023. You're already doing more than that business, but just because that business is saying that they're booked out for 2023, you don't really know what that means. Behind each business, we each run our business differently. We never know what's behind the glass. So don't compare yourself to others. This is the time where on social media, if you feel like you're comparing yourself too much, or you feel like someone is more draining your energy in regards to business, mute them. You can mute an account so you don't see their content, and really start focusing on you. Focus on showcasing what you do. Right now, one of the biggest mistakes I'm seeing is that a lot of people are just posting to post. I did a previous episode. If you haven't listened to it, it's about artificial intelligence, about a app that will help you post more easily and faster now more than ever. But just because you post more doesn't mean it's going to help grow your business. Be intentional. Give value to your clients. Instead of just posting a picture of balayage hair, maybe talk about like, hey, 6 months later, my client came in. I retouched her balayage, did a nice treatment. She loves it because she gets to have her lived-in look for 6 months, and I'll see her from 6 months from today. If you have any questions, or wanna have questions about an appointment, or would like to schedule one, feel free to send me a message. It's that simple. You see what the difference is between champagne balayage to actually giving value to the client of what they can expect if they came to my chair, how long the maintenance is, and how much more effective it'll be if, for example, they're a busy mom that they can be in the salon every month or every 2 months. This is the type of content that I mean. Like, it's so much more valuable that you actually help people with your content than just posting to post. So those are my top 5 tips in regards to marketing. If you're really wanting to up your bookings and you're like, okay, I'm trying everything, I'm posting nonstop, think outside the box. I think it's so important. And if you decide to do local events, be intentional. How are you going to stand out in regards to everybody else that's doing the same thing? One of the biggest things that I'm doing, I have a event coming up next month in San Francisco. So I am upping my marketing to do something different in regards with stickers. So this idea came just from seeing different things, and I want to do my own spin on it. And this is what I mean. Is it going to make you stand out from the rest? Be your own version. Be original, and don't be afraid to stand out if you are going to be local events. What is going to make somebody remember your business from other hundreds of businesses around the area? If you go do marketing events or like small markets, what's going to make your business stand out from everybody else? Be intentional, be memorable, and most importantly, please be you. Nobody has your voice. Nobody has your style. Nobody can be like you. People want to know that they're doing business with other people. And it's okay to showcase your personality. It's okay if it's not super professional, if that's not your vibe. If you are more calm and quiet, you can be calm and quiet. If you're more bubbly, show your bubbly personality. But most importantly, please be true to who you are. Don't be afraid to get out there. It's so much more easier than you think to get more bookings and clients in your chair. But it's more about the creativity that we use with marketing, especially today with so much noise everywhere and content being so easy to be produced. What's going to make you stand out? I hope this tips were helpful. I'll see you back here this week.